Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Alexia if you're new here. This is going to be week 8 of the 75 book challenge. Yesterday for my first 45-minute reading session, and I read City of Brass, which I talked about. This is like, so much is happening. So much is happening. I talked a little bit about it in my last video, but it's following our main character accidentally summons powerful magical beings, and there's one group of them who are out to kill her, and another guy who they're now like teamed up and they're on the run, but now they're heading to the king, I believe, but the king is after him, but he's gonna take her anyways because they're forming a connection. Love is blooming, things are happening, and he's gonna take her anyways because he cares about her. He wants to help her. But she's like the last of her people. She has something in her blood. So the guy's name is Dara. He's a Jinn warrior, and she accidentally summons him. They journey across the hot, windswept sands, teeming with creatures of fire and river. They're headed to the legendary City of Brass. The city is steeped in magic and fire, where blood can be dangerous as any spell. A city where old resentments run deep. So they're on their way there, and then for my 45-minute reading session yesterday, I actually started Lolita. I didn't plan to, but I wanted to read something on my Kindle, and my library had Lolita on Kindle, so I decided to start it. The writing is really good. I am terrified. Right now we're kind of reading more about Herbert. We're learning about Herbert's first love, and which he mentions that she's also younger than him, but it didn't say exactly what age he was. It made it seem like he was young as well, so I don't know if she was just younger than him by a couple years, but I don't know if he was still a child, like if they were both teenagers. I don't know. But clearly, we know that this guy, well, if you know anything about Lolita, we know that he has a obsession. The girl he becomes obsessed with is a child. Now he describes that this nymph type that he has is between, I think he said 9 to 12. This is gonna be a hard one to read for sure because of how disgusting and nasty, how horrible and deplorable this truly is going to be. But it's a classic, and I feel like it is known, but I'll just preface that the author isn't romanticizing this. I feel like if you know about this book, you know that, but if for some reason this is your first time hearing about it, this author is not romanticizing this. Told from this guy's perspective and the hallucinations he has, and with this obsessive love he has for someone he shouldn't, but to him he thinks it's reciprocated, he thinks it's normal, kind of showing how easily a person who is ill in the head like this manipulate themselves and others into thinking that the blame isn't on them. Because he tries to make it like, oh, she tempts me, she wants me so bad. Like, I'm gonna explode. This is going to send me into a spiral, I think. I'm a couple chapters in. I'm gonna be reading this sporadically. I'm not reading it all in one go or I might implode. So today, for the first 45-minute reading session, I read City of Brass again, and I'm almost like halfway through, and I'm liking it. I am. There's a lot of information, so I'm kind of still trying to wrap my head around everything. We're getting to know more of the magic system, and there's lots of groups. There's like many groups of the jinn, and they're like, some have certain magic abilities, some have, and like they're warring with different groups. And Dara was a person of nobility, and then he became a slave, but then he was freed, and now he thinks that because he's going back to the people that are essentially after him, he thinks he's going to be a slave again. But she needs to go there to find out more about her people who are supposedly have been wiped out. But now with some things I just read, maybe that's not the case. I thought that she had no family, and then because she has the powers to be able to tell like sickness and illnesses going on with people and be able to heal herself and others, she knew that there was something up with her. But she finds out that she has the blood of these people, and that's why she has the powers. But then they're like, actually, this one group of jinn, I forget what they are, they're like, Dara says they're like the evils, they're the villains or whatever. He says that, oh, they've actually been hunting down all of your people, and they're like, they got rid of the last of them 20 years ago. So she's like, okay, so I still am by myself. So I actually am related to all these people, but no, I'm still by myself. But now that might not be the case. If you're confused, I'm confused, okay? Hello and welcome back to day 52. Day 52. I already did my first 45-minute reading session of the City of Brass today, and I'm liking it. Lots of things are happening, as I've been saying. She is in the palace now and practicing her healing, and during this whole time we've had two POVs, one of the princes of this kingdom and her, and it's going back and forth. And I was like, okay, this whole time I've been wondering if, like, when it was going to overlap, and they finally met, and they didn't get along at first, but now he's helping her to learn how to read. Him and the other guy that she was with, I really think they get along. I originally thought that she was gonna be with the first guy, but now, because we've been getting this guy's POV this whole time, and now they are actually interacting, maybe they're gonna end up together. But I think the kingdom wants her to be with his brother, maybe? I'm gonna keep reading. I want to finish this soon, and then read more of Lolita, because I've been reading a little bit at night since I have it on my Kindle. I want to watch the movie after reading it. I read My Dark Vanessa a while ago, and they reference Lolita a lot. In a way, I'm glad that I'm finally reading the original material, but at what cost? At what cost? Because I hate being in this man's brain. He is nasty and disgusting, deplorable. I just have to endure. This is my last week before my trip. This weekend, I'm going to my hometown before leaving for my trip. It's a family trip, so I'm going there, and then we're all road tripping to New York, which, oh gosh, it's gonna be such a long drive, but I do lots of reading, so that video will be super fun. I'm leaving Monday morning, so it'll be day 1 of next week, and then I'll be in New York all week. And then I'm leaving the following Monday morning. So that whole week I'll be recording in New York, which will be super fun. After that, I have like 2 more weeks of this reading challenge, and then we're done. It's crazy. I feel like the time has flown, but also by the time I get all these videos up, it'll be a while. I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. It's Wednesday, and I just got to chapter 25, and I'm really liking it. She went to a temple, and it's like the temple of her people. The lady with her says that no one can touch her, and that back in the old days, if someone tried to touch one of them, they would get their hand cut off. And she's like, oh well, that'd be funny, like whoever tries to do it to Dara, like they're gonna get a rude awakening. And the lady with her is like, no, Dara's people would be the one that would be doing the cutting. She's like, oh. Right when she gets there, he comes up and he's like bowing to her. Right now the prince getting to know her so that she can be with his brother. I don't think that he knows that she knows that, but Dara told her that. But I think that the prince is gonna get feelings for her. But he says that he can't marry anyways. And Dara says that him and her can't get married either. So she's like, I don't want to marry any of y'all. He's free, but not really. We'll see how it goes. I feel like she's gonna run away, honestly. They're putting too much on her. I feel like she's gonna choose freedom and book it. She should, honestly. Like, the people there, she's got a good thing going, but it's not what she really wants, I don't think. Unless she changes her mind, which then, girl, if you want power, go for it. It's Thursday. I read a chapter 28. I did both my 45-minute reading sessions. I did them pretty back to back because she is making moves. Okay? She's making moves. Stuff is going down. Okay? I can't tell you what, because that will spoil things, but she's making some moves I didn't expect. Dara's doing some things I didn't expect. Lots of things are happening. Guys, it's Sunday, but I wanted to come on here because on Friday I finished City of Brass. I rated it 4.75 stars. I really liked it. It was a lot of world building in the beginning. That's kind of why I didn't rate it 5 stars. It took me a little bit to get into everything and get all the information because I feel like we still kind of don't have a lot, but the ending was crazy. So much was happening. I ended up really loving it. I would definitely recommend picking it up. An epic fantasy with lots of world building. The magic system is very interesting. There's many different groups of magic users. Saturday I read some more of Lolita, which I'm fighting through it. It's like the writing is good, but the material is so hard to get through, and it's so unsettling that I don't want to read a lot. Like, I don't want to read too much in one sitting. I just did my second 45-minute reading session on Saturday. I started Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert, and then tomorrow I leave for my road trip to New Jersey and New York, which I'm super excited for. Doing lots of reading on the drive there and the flight back. I don't really know my plan for while I'm there. I'm thinking I'll probably just like wake up a little early to do reading and then read before bed each night. Sorry, Gilmore Girls is playing in the background. I just finished reading Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and turn on the bell notifications so you can see every time I post. Comment down below what you read this week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!